My idea revolved around creating heart-shaped gemstone-inspired ornaments. So I started by taking some styrofoam hearts that I had purchased online and giving them an underpainting in the colours that I wanted. I was going for a combination of jade, green, dark purples, rubies, and even emeralds in the beginning. Once the initial layer of paint was dry, I started pouring some self-leveling resin with a little bit of white paint pigment mixed in to start creating some of the gemstone layers. I love that smoky effect that a lot of gemstones have, and I wanted to do my best to replicate that via transparent layers of resin. To get the resin look that I was after, I experimented with a few different options of how to apply the paint and pigment. Some of that involved directly applying paint to wet resin and adding a little bit of water here and there to help it run. Some involved doing dirty pours of resin, and sometimes it also involved just putting pigment directly into the resin, mixing it up until I was satisfied with the colour, and then pouring that over the styrofoam heart. Okie dokie, so here's what these are looking like so far. I really like the colours of this guy, but he needs a lot more layers. All of these need more layers because I was just kind of trying to figure out the method. But this is the top actually of this one. This one has some stark sort of blue and whatnot on it. These are the resin hearts. So far, I think they've just finished their 24-hour cure time, so I can start doing the next layer, and I've decided that putting them on sticks wasn't as good an option as putting them on these cups. This seemed to work better. Some of the resin dried with drip marks, so I just took my rotary sander and did a pretty basic sand over the whole surface of the styrofoam heart. This worked out pretty well in my favour. It did create a cloudy surface on the resin, but once you pour more resin over it, it goes back to glossy. Each time I waited for the resin to dry, I had plenty of time to keep up with my gardening. I continued to add layers of paint and resin throughout the week. used fondant molds filled with hot glue to make these filigree shapes, and then I glued them to the hearts. The last thing I did was sort through a packet of jewellery beads and findings to add a small sleigh bell and some beads to the bottom of my hearts, and then a small holder to the top, so they could hang off the tree.